Alright, so I'm finally getting to the rest of my black interior swap. Currently, I have to do the dash, the center console, the seats, and the carpet. And then the black interior swap should be all finished. Since we're going to go ahead and mess with the airbags, especially in the seat and the wheel, went ahead and disconnected the battery. Alright, I'm going to work on getting the seat out, and while I'm back here, I'm also going to get this seat belt bolt out. I just kind of left this undone from the last video. And there's one bolt here, one bolt there, and then there are two up front, and then we can lean the seat back and get to the electrical connectors that are underneath of it. Okay, all four bolts are out. Then we have some seat wiring. This is for the factory amp that I don't run anymore. There's a whole video on how to bypass that. It's just a whole bunch of splicing the wires together so it doesn't work anymore. And then I think I hid the other connector to it or cut it out. I don't remember. Alright, these airbag connectors can be kind of tricky. This one right here, you have to pull on this white piece, little 2-wire connector. And then this guy, you have to pull back on this guy like that. It'll jump right off. But the rest of them are just the regular Honda style connectors where you just push a button and they come right out. Alright, once you have the seat out, then you can remove this sill panel piece. You just kind of get under it and just give it a good yank. Pops out. All the clips came with it, so we're good. Throw it in the grass. And then the seal, door seal, carpet has these little tabs on it that hold it in place. And then we'll have to pop up the rear seat to get the rear part of the carpet out. But then I think now I'm going to do the same thing on the driver's side, get that seat out. And then I'll show you what to do on the center console. Driver's side is same as passenger, just opposite direction. Alright, now we can go ahead and start removing this center console piece. Remove the shift knob, and then this whole tray will pop out, and then that piece can be kind of difficult to pop out. I just kind of yank on it until it goes. Then there are screws in the very bottom of the center console, and I'll let you know if I find any other hidden hardware. I can't exactly remember how these pieces come out. I believe this trim on top has to come out first because it's held in up there. I will let you know though. And yep, you can just pull up on the front of that shift boot piece, and there are screws that hold in the side panels. This one's missing for whatever reason. And then this whole piece is loose now. So once we take those out, we can probably slide this up and out of the way. Alright, next thing we're going to do is swap out this tan e-brake for the black e-brake. And you want to have your wheels chalked, and honestly I like to put it in gear. And when you're taking off that other center console, the whatever you call this piece, yeah, center console, there is a outlet port plug-in back here that doesn't allow you to lift it up all the way, so you really got to get your arm under there. And then this one's all taped up, but there is a little release button on it on the very bottom. Alright, now that I have this one bolted down, it's just these two bolts here, and then these are the e-brake cables that come up to the back. All you want to do on these is there's a little slit right here. You want to fit them in there. You can kind of turn this, line up the cable with that slot. It should pop into place just like that. And then there's one electrical connector, goes right here. He just connects in. That's just to tell you if your e-brake's up or not. Okay, now that we have the e-brakes switched out, I'm going to move on to the steering wheel, the radio, the AC pod, and the headlight control panel. This cruise control panel is really easy. There's just 2 screws and then that little connector that holds it into the side of the wheel. Alright, and to get the airbag out, there is this little panel on the left-hand side of the wheel. Another one of those pull-back airbag connectors. And then there's a horn connector on the very bottom, and it will come right out. And the airbag is in with just 2 10mm bolts on either side. And then we can get to this bolt right here. I believe it's 14. And then we can just yank the wheel forward and off. Then once you get that center bolt out, I like to always mark where the wheel is, because I'm going to be reusing this wheel. This one's a black one that was in a little better shape than my tan one that was falling apart. So I like to mark the wheel on the very center, wherever that notch lines up. Just kind of take a paint marker and draw a line. And then I put the bolt back in, just a few threads, and then you can bang on the wheel and pull it towards you. And that way it won't send you flying back into the back seat or anything like that. Alright, and then this bottom trim piece, there's 1 screw here, 1 screw there, and 1 bolt at the back for some reason. I don't know why I keep finding oil spots all over this car. Like the e-brake was oily and this is oily. I don't understand it. But I am gonna have to take, I'm just gonna take this whole assembly, like all as one piece, and put it into my black dash, because with RSX key cylinders, the keys are programmed to the ECU kind of as a security, like theft deterrent system. So if the key's not chipped right, then you can't start your car. But yeah, I'm just gonna take this one since I know it's in the right orientation. That, and these are black anyways, so. But yeah, I'm gonna take the whole steering shaft assembly. We're gonna undo it at the very bottom down there. And I'm gonna undo that, leave the steering rack where it is. I'm gonna mark right there where that spline goes into that shaft. That way I know exactly where it should be. I'm gonna try not to move either one. Alright, then we're gonna move on to the headlight panel. If you just pop a screwdriver right back here, it pops right out of place. Then there are 3 plugs on top, 1 on bottom. Unplug all those, set this off to the side, then we'll get to the radio. There's nothing holding that in, so I just kind of take a screwdriver and pop that out also. Alright, got the gauge cluster out. The gauge cluster is really easy. You just get like a little plastic trim tool behind it, behind the edge of it, and just pull it forward, and then there's those 2 electrical clips back there. AC panel is the same way with 1. Radio I didn't really have held in all that well, so I just did that. Those are wires for a aftermarket charger that I have wired in. These wires are for my underglow, so yours probably won't have those. Glove box is super easy as well. 2 little bolts on the bottom, and then up under, like up underneath right here, there will be 2 more bolts. And then once you have it to this point, it's really just a matter of finding electrical connectors and unplugging them. So like all these down here will have to be unplugged. I'm not sure what all comes out with the dash over here. And I'm not sure what comes out with the dash over here. I have my old black dash, or my new black dash, I should say. And all the electrical connectors are still on there. And then once this dash is out, we'll start moving this assembly over to the new one. Finally ready to put the black interior in it. Carpet's super easy, you just pop the rear seats up and pull it out. Got the black carpet ready and the seats. I want to do something about that driver's seat. Don't know if I'll have time tonight, but we will find out. Hey.
Yep.
Got all those connectors plugged in. Got the airbag ones for the or the PCM module ones. Got all these green guys plugged in. And then got the steering shaft lined back up with my marks. Got the glove box in. Jude's working on the steering column trim. Got the ACs in, and radio still needs in, and the headlight controls still need in. But don't worry, Jude will do all of that for me because he loves me so much.
Fuck you.
You have the bolt?
What you using for it?
Did you fucking line up the steering wheel right?
It's clogged.
Close enough for me.
Cool. What size is it?
It's 14. Where'd 14 go?
No.
Right. Oh yeah, I forgot.
There's no battery.
Yeah, the battery's not connected. That's very smart.
Good enough.
Torque?
Yep.
Perfect. Alright, Jude, get to work.
No.
Right.
I got the center console that needs putting in.
What?
Center console needs putting in. Well, that's a damn shame.
What? I don't have every piece to the black interior.
What one you missing?
The one that goes just above the tray on the center console.
Oh, the one that we cracked.
Yeah, the one that I'll go on eBay and buy one. I don't care.
Yep. Dylan,
I'm not that upset.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to know where the cruise control screws would be, would you?
Yeah, they would be in the box. Or they should be in the box.
Are they black?
Yes. Yes, they are.
Very tiny?
Yep.
Okay.
I also need you to move your fat knee.
No, fuck no.
And the fucking impact. And the fucking seat wiring.
The fuck is my seat? I'm on the seat wiring. Oh, hell yeah. Go. Ain't that wild.
You got the blue light?
Oh. Definitely wasn't using it for any reason at all.
Oh, no, you didn't have it turned on, so it didn't look like it.
I'm moving the tray open and I'm putting those cruise control screws in there. Oops.
refreshing.
You better clip that because I opened the can right in front of it. And then you turn around and say, refreshing.
I'll clip what I need to clip, thank you.
Well, I just want the video because it's funny.
It would be. I'm gonna leave it in too.
You better. But
And I'm also gonna leave in the part about me saying I'm gonna leave it in.
there. Man, you can tell this is sat in a.
Well,
let's
you
see,
can tell the center console has. We didn't clean that.
No, we didn't.
We probably should have. Now that I think about it.
Yep. But
Wild.
you didn't.
That is fair.
You definitely can tell it's sat in a dust.
You wanna grab me a pen mill real quick on the old Bang Bang? Just like that, your interior is mostly complete, and it is dark now. So
You know, I'm just here to unplug sensors while your car is running, right?
all right, it is next day, and we got everything installed. I am missing a couple pieces, like that guy with the cigarette lighter right there. This piece down here is cut for some reason. Don't know why. Got two new ones coming because I'm also missing this side. But I'm liking how it turned out. AC vent, and this guy's broken down here. And then I still gotta clean up the foot pedal. And I did not know that those were tan. I figured they would be black like they are on a lot of other Hondas that have tan interior. I was mistaken. I think next for this car will be probably most likely a radio upgrade, and eventually I want to do the TL Type S conversion on the front with the Brembo calipers. But next video should be about the CRX, getting its wiring done, and hopefully start it up and maybe racing with it. We will see. We will see.